Hi, this is Minecraft Mark, aka Markos77, and today we are playing on the MindHype Minecraft server. This server is a semi-vanilla server. It's pretty vanilla. There aren't that many perks, but there are some cool things you can do. You can start off with 3 homes, or 3 set homes. So I have my first home. And then my second home is actually a place where there are some villagers. And this comes in really handy. I think this is a base that belongs to a player named Dendroform. And it comes in really handy because you can go to these villagers and give them emeralds, or give them other items and they'll give you emeralds. And then you can use those to get enchantments and other cool stuff. And this is my third home, which I consider my main home or my main base. This was an island, and I kind of leveled it out and converted it into a little base. And on top of the base is kind of where you have all the nature, the trees and bees and crops and flowers and stuff. And then I'll show you what it looks like underneath. The bottom layer, we have some sugar cane, we have some animals, and we have some nether wart. We have some horses also. And then when you go back up, you can also go out into the water, and I'll show you what that looks like. And you are able to claim land on the server, so it's really cool. Alright, here's what it looks like if you swim away from my base. I'm trying to do something underwater where I create a wall with sandstone, but that is a long process. So here's what my base looks like from far away. It's definitely like an island with at least 2 layers. And the bottom layer is protected by glass and some columns made out of quartz. So I play other servers too. I play a server called Swancraft that gives you lots of perks right away. So this one's been a little more challenging. Oh, I also have some alpacas or llamas or whatever you call them. There was a trader villager that was with these guys too. They just appeared out of nowhere one day, so I bred them so there'd be more. But I think he's disappeared. I feel like he comes back sometimes. Alright, that's my main base. And because I'm only limited to 3 homes, I'll show you a way I get to another one of my bases or homes. So if I go back to the main home, I can go down to a nether portal that I have done here. And I can travel through this little passageway in the netherworld. think one day I'm going to put down railroad tracks, so this will be a lot faster. Alright, and here's a little nether portal that takes me to another world I have. Or another base I have. It's another simple base that I have. Show you this one. I don't use this one as much, but it comes in handy every once in a while. But I want to go back and show you where the villagers were again. So that was my second home. And what's great about this place, let me show you the villagers one more time. This is great because when the villagers are asleep, you can hit this bell and they'll all wake up. And then they each have different enchantments. And you can try to get the enchantments from them. So that comes in very handy. It's pretty easy to find ways to get emeralds. But I'll show you something really cool about this area. And again, I think a player named Dendriform built this. We'll see his name or her name in a second. So this is the nether portal, and they use ice, so you'll go a little faster. And Dendriform, that's the name of the player who made all this. And if you go down, I'm trying to think where it is. I don't think it's this way. If you go down here, there's like a farmer's market. So all your crops, you can take, I think it's here. You can take to this farmer's market and you can get emeralds that way too. Yeah, here it is. This is the farmer's market. And there's lots of different types of villagers. And you can click on one, you can sell some of your goods, and you can get a lot of emeralds, which is really cool. In fact, maybe I'll try to get some right now. I have some pumpkins. Alright, I just got 4 just like that. So it's very easy to get a lot of emeralds. Sometimes players will leave stuff behind. Alright, well this is MindHype. It's a really great server and a really nice community, and you should check it out. They also have a Dynamap, and I'll show you the Dynamap in a video that'll be right after this one, but I'll put the 2 videos together so you can see it. And the Dynamap will show you where everybody is at all times, unless they're underground. If you're underground, the Dynamap will not show the person. Alright, I'm going to get out of here before something kills me. And this has been the MindHype server. Please subscribe to my videos, and please check me out when you are playing on the MindHype server, or if you play on the Swancraft server. And let me get back home before I die. Alright. Hi, this is Minecraft Mark, aka Mark77 again, and you probably just watched the video I did of the different bases I have on the MindHype server. So this is my main base in the MindHype server, but I wanted to show you the Dynamap on the MindHype website today. So I'm going to hit escape to pause this, and I'm going to bring up Mozilla Firefox. This is the MindHype website, And the coolest thing on here is it says Dine Map, but I've heard it as Dynamap before. Anyway, the Dynamap, or Dynmap, however you say it, it shows you where all the players are when you're playing the game. So right now, I'm on this base, and if you zoom in, you'll see my base, which I tried to make a perfect square. And so you can see the building, the water, there's sugarcane around the water. These are all beehives. And then I have some crops, lots of trees and flowers. And I have a fence around the perimeter of the base, and I have a fence around this little building down here. And if we zoom out, you can see I'm surrounded by water. This is a little island with some turtles on it. And you can see all the kelp that's growing below. Now this map does not get updated in real time. It takes a while for it to be updated because there are several more trees in this area now than there were before. But it'll be updated after a while. You can also see that underwater I'm trying to make a little wall out of sandstone. But that is a very tedious process, and I have other things to do before I finish that. So this is home number 3, which I've made my main base, and I have tunnels going to other bases. So if I go back to the game and I go down a tunnel, or if I go into another portal, but let me show you the tunnel real quick. If I go underground into a tunnel and then I go back to the map, well, it's still showing me. Let me try it again. I'm pretty sure that it'll lose me in a second. Let me go down this long drop. I always build tunnels at level 10 because level 10 is usually where you can find many diamonds. But let me go down here. Let me see if I'm still showing up. And I'll go into this little tunnel. Okay, if you go back to the map. Okay, it looks like I'm still there. For some reason I thought that I would disappear from the map, but that's great that I'm staying on there. Okay, let me go to another home and I'll show you what the Dynamap does. Okay, so I'm gone from this area, but you can see that I'm at another home right here. So this is another little home or base I have. This is the first one I did. I don't use it as much, but it kind of gives you an idea of what the base looks like. And in my other video I talked about a place that has lots of villagers where you can get emeralds or use emeralds to buy enchantments, and that is this area. This is a base that belongs to Dendroform. You can see the owner is Dendroform, and you can also see the location. If you want to look at this map and then figure out which direction to go in, you have the X, Y, and Z coordinates right here. But Dendroform has a really awesome area. To me, this would be kind of like the spawn of the area if this server had a spawn, which it doesn't. But this would be it. At least I don't think it has a spawn. If it does, you don't go there by using the command spawn. And what's also great about this map is you can figure out where different types of geography are. So if you're looking for a desert, you can see a desert right there. If you're looking for coral, all of this light blue is coral. And if you're looking for jungle trees, which I'm always looking for, the jungle trees are a very bright green, which I believe is right here. Yeah, those are all jungle trees. So there's a cool bridge right there that somebody built. So it's very easy to find different geographical areas and then figure out how you'll get to them. Maybe you'll get to them by boat, or maybe you'll get to them by railroad or by nether portals. You can also TP or teleport to people in this game. So this player right here, if I wanted to teleport to his cool base, I could message him and see if he'd accept my teleport. I think the blue belongs to the administrator. Yeah, that's why it's blue. Anything that's red is a claim made by a normal player. And so my bases have the red claim. And I also have a base right up here. You can see that I showed in the other video. And I also have one down here. It's very small, but it's another base. But you can look at this map and see there's a fence, there's some crops, there's some trees, there's some water, here's a mountain or a big hill. You can kind of tell what the geography's like before you get there. So this is the Dynamap or Dynamap, I'm not sure how you say it, for the MindHype server. This is a really great server that I think everybody should play. And that is it. Please subscribe to my videos and please check out my other videos. And this has been Minecraft Mark. Thanks.